Hey everyone, Drew here, and today we are going to check out a very interesting battle, a showdown on an Asian top server. And on the left we will see this team featuring some great units in the first four in King Arthur, Storm Jeanne and Sleeping Beauty, as well as Light Anya. Some interesting reinforcements in Platoon 2 with 3 level 100 Storm units, one of which is the new Odin, and also an interesting Platoon 3 and 4. They will be facing off against this player who has quite the fellowship advantage over the other. However, his Platoon 3 and 4 are looking a bit old at this point. They were very good platoons in 2022, but now we are in 2023 after all. Angel Jeanne, Lancelot, Storm Jeanne, all not at full power here. However, keep in mind the fellowship advantage, and then a very, very good Platoon 2 with sleep features. Enough preview now, let's check out the actual battle here, starting with a stealth zone by Angel Jeanne, Light Anya getting stunned on Beric's team. We get to see an immediate stealth Ravager that takes out Light Anya and puts King Arthur to hold ground plus already. Will be hard for her to get an immediate kill here, given that this does not count as a kill. Still at 1 HP without hold ground plus, and that is King Arthur already taken out of the battle. This is not a great start for Berix here on the left hand side. And also again, Lancelot not being able to be taken out by that time drain strike from Storm Michaela is meaning trouble, and immediately a revenge from Lancelot because of that. And now the stealth Ravager actually taking out Storm Jeanne and Storm Michaela at the same time. This is really, really good. And now Berix is looking more and more in trouble in this battle. Now another instant nightmare, however, taking out Storm Michaela. However, Storm Jeanne is still around and passing her Survivor's Judgment. We do see some revenge passive activating from Stormcaller, and now Odin is in the battle, and a lot of her ravens spawned in the reinforcements. We can already see that. And now the Supreme Stun against Storm Jeanne. So Storm Jeanne will not matter for a while here, probably until her death. Now a Cursed Sleep Strike from Sleeping Beauty. We do get to see a little bit more action, but yeah, Lancelot still around. Lancelot still trucking along. Now Storm Jeanne is taken out, and Storm Michaela is also taken out. So this is really good. Maybe a bit of a turnaround. Now Odin is dead. However, we see a Bad Omen enter. The deadly sleep of Water Snow White does not trigger because Bad Omens are treated a bit like ghosts. Lancelot still around, however, now in a cursed sleep. So this could be it. Now Cinderella is on the move, and because of the stealth on the right team, she gets to do a lot of turns, showing off her really, really great Whale Breaker. And now we will see how it goes. Odin, of course, very low power, so all the kind of time blasting does is very, very little damage. Now we see a light transformation from the Light Snow White, or rather the Dark Light Snow White, I guess. And both Cinderellas actually already hitting hold ground plus. Yeah, that is not very helpful from Odin. However, this is the Calamity Phoenix taking out Water Snow White, and on the other hand, the Calamity Phoenix from Cinderella doesn't do all that much because it just hits a Light Snow White that does get the transformation anyways. A lot of Cursed Sleep now on the right side. Both Cinderellas still alive, but also both still asleep. And the Dream Devourer from Sleeping Beauty actually not taking out Angel Jeanne because she hasn't used her Survivor's skill yet. And now we get actually a Ragnarok, and actually really, really useful, taking out the Cinderella. But yeah, Angel Jeanne still a menace. The question is what happens next. It looks really, really good for Beric's team at this point. I mean, 21 reinforcements, a lot of which are obviously Bad Omens. But everything can happen here. We have now a lot of the really strong 2021 and 2022 units coming in on the right with the support of Angel Jeanne, who will make these other stealth units probably better as well. And now actually taking out the light Snow White and Cinderella on the left hand team. So now we have Earth Ossia, Sleeping Beauty and Raven from Odin that actually gets taken out as well. However, Sleeping Beauty still on there and trucking. Now against Bright Astrid probably not doing much. However, she can... No, she cannot take her out with the Cursed Sleep Strike. So that's dead. We have a lot of Bad Omens coming in. A lot of them dying straight away, but not stopping and actually stealing a lot of spirit here from the right team. And Dark Ossia actually taking out Bright Astrid. Misha taking out another Bad Omen. However, the other one immediately gets the turn. It gets to do a Supreme Revival with all that spirit that was being collected. Immediate Supreme Stun against Mizuchi, who still survives somehow. Wow, this damage is really low that she survived that. But now, that is really important here. Sleeping Beauty is gone. Earth Ossia is gone. We still have Dark Ossia on the left and very weak Odin and a Dark Rainer now coming in. But still on the right hand side we have Angel Jeanne, who does get stunned now. And some of the other older units. Now a little taunt from Dark Ossia. We still have 12 reinforcements on the left. Now it's 13 actually. Earth Alira is down. That means we only have 6 reinforcements on the right. And this... okay. Well, I mean, this is the power of Angel Jeanne, right? It looked like she was about to die, but instead healed back to 100%. Of course, she will no longer be pushed back because she's now using the Survivor's Rush very effectively to take out another enemy on the left-hand team. And now it's already Tiamat, and now it's becoming really spicy. Well, Tiamat, I think, is the last reinforcements, the last, really tangible unit reinforcements, except the Bad Omens and the Moris. So it is looking better for the right-hand side now. However, don't underestimate these Bad Omens. And of course, Angel Jeanne on the right-hand side, despite not being fully awakened, she is really doing great. However, now the Supreme Stun, this could really be a problem for her, honestly. Of course, the Time Blast is still not doing a lot of damage to her, but without getting the turn and without being able to be pushed back anymore, this is not looking great for the Angel Jeanne on the right-hand side. However, of course, still needs to be killed off at some point, and she is with that kind of overdrive by none other than Tiamat. Funnily enough, the last unit that was released before a kind of new meta wave of units was released, starting with OG Lancelot. Now, of course, with her Genesis, there's a lot of Moris, but at this point, it is Tiamat and Odin against all these kind of 2021 top units. Speaking of top units, the number 1 of 2022, basically, Earth Misha, has now been defeated on the right. And yet again, we see a Ragnarok, which means more and more Bad Omens being generated. And Tiamat is gone. Now it's actually Bad Omens, Moris, and basically the Bad Omens possibly reviving Odin. But a very low power Odin. So how is this gonna play out? I mean, on the right hand side we have all these super strong units powered up with fellowships and of course resources, and then on the left hand side we have Odin, who is just having that kind of strong survivability with all these ravens that are flying around now. And the question is, do these very strong older units on the right hand side have an answer against that kind of Bad Omen stun? I mean, yes, now it's down to 3 reinforcements. Well, now it's 4 again. And now it's just a whole lot of stunning, weakening, stunning, time blasting, which barely does anything. Another attack from Mirai taking out a Bad Omen. We have some Moris here still in the back, so it's not all Bad Omens. This will be very crucial if... Yeah, that's Ragnarok really important now. Now we have a lot more Bad Omens again. She really needs to kind of get a snowball rolling, because the only thing helping Odin here is time, and time she is getting with all these stuns. Honestly, I mean, Dark Jeanne now basically taken out of the battle for 500 time units, and similar fates for Storm Antares, Storm Elmina, all very, very low, and these very, very low damages from from the Bad Omens are starting to stack up a little bit. Storm Antares is now really, really low on HP. It doesn't look like she will be getting a turn to use her Thunder Heart. There's no chance for her to come back from this. Gungnir putting her to 1 HP. More and more Bad Omens coming in into reinforcements. Now it's 7. And now it's basically 4 top powered SSRs left on the right hand side with a few Moris in reinforcements. And it's just Odin on the left with very, very minor damage despite the super powerful Ragnarok skill. All of these units barely get pushed down in terms of HP, and Haku is getting completely stunned, which is important because she would be able to give these kinds of quick turns to possibly finish off all these ravens coming in. But at this point, it looks really crazy here. I feel like this level 100 Odin is, despite facing this kind of opposition that was, 1 year ago would have been a top platoon, it's just, where's the winning condition? You need to take these out, but all of them are just getting stunned to death and little by little kind of getting worn down by this. Like, what do you even do at this point? Yes, some Bad Omens die, but Odin just needs 200 time units to do another Ragnarok, and then there's a lot more directly. She can always use the Gungnir because there's literally nobody else left besides Bad Omens and her. And at the same time, what's also important is there's just very, very low spirit on the right hand side. All the spirit being stolen here from the left, from Barrick's team. And what this also means is that powerful skills that usually take out maybe 2 units at least are just not working. Even the poison of somebody like Dark Jeanne would not do anything against the kind of Bad Omens. Now another Ragnarok. Now really low on HP here, Storm Elmina and Haku. And immediately a Supreme Revival again. Immediately a Super Stun against a Supreme Stun against Light Mirai, who also does not get to give a turn. And now Haku is actually down, but she will revive later on after we see those Moris get taken out. Gungnir being used. We are now at 14 reinforcements already on the left. This is super, super slow, but still like an unstoppable. I'm thinking of a good metaphor, but like, it's not an avalanche because avalanche is much faster, but it's like like lava, like, after a volcano eruption that's already over, but it's like slowly encroaching on previously healthy land, and the same is happening here. I would say all of them being weakened and stunned here on the right hand side. No reinforcements left at this point yet again. Supreme stuns, there's barely anything happening at this point in terms of attacks. We have 16 reinforcements. Storm Elmina just constantly trying to get her stealth move up, but given that she has a single target attack, she might as well do sneak attacks all the time, which would actually help in terms of spirit and in terms of taking out these other units faster. But of course the AI is not really clever enough for that. But honestly, even in manual play, it's getting harder and harder to see how this will turn out well here for the right hand side. We have 18 reinforcements on the left now, and all of the right is weakened. All of the right is constantly getting stunned. Sometimes there's attacks coming in, but it's just far too little really to make a difference. I mean, we will have Dark Jeanne, who even after her death will get a Dark Michaela, and given the speed at which the left hand side takes out units, this could be a cycle that is also hard to break, because Dark Michaela doesn't need to wait long for her revival. Kind of the first unit that brought that revival mechanic into the game, and now we have Odin, who kind of tunes this up, multiplies this with 1000 ravens. And now we have the Ragnarok, who, as expected, we have Dark Michaela coming in, stunning. But yeah, Haku is now really low on HP. She will be gone very soon. And now, yeah, Dark Michaela is getting stunned. So yeah, this is something for sure to consider. And well, Odin actually dies without Ragnarok, so that's a slow progress. But still, 22 Bad Omens in reinforcements. Haku now maybe at 1 HP or something. Well, still a little bit more, because the go for the eyes, the 1700 damage is not enough to kill her yet. Still alive, Haku, but I mean, given that she just doesn't get the turn, she will not be able to heal back up. We see another Supreme Revival. We see another Supreme Stun against Dark Michaela. Super important, because that means she might not get to revive, and Haku's still alive despite all that. I mean, now she's getting stunned, so that means she will definitely die before getting the turn, I think. Yep, there she goes. And now we are really down. I mean, besides the fact of Dark Michaela and Dark Jeanne, let's see if we ever see another Dark Jeanne here on the right hand side, but we do still have to consider the kind of Storm Elmina. But even Storm Elmina with the kind of stun stealth skin and with the easy heal back in terms of, kind of healing stealth, once she gets hit by the Supreme Stun, I'm not super sure how this can be dealt with. Like, she will just have to wait and die at that point, maybe. Now we will have another Supreme Revival after you go for the eyes, because the Spirit is needed, just 2 Spirit. A Time Blaster, so not enough Spirit right now for the Supreme Stun, but at the next turn of Odin, there will be enough for that, and we have 24 reinforcements now. This is just taking a long time, but just not much to say at this point anymore now. 689 time units on the Dark Michaela, so no revival for Dark Jeanne. More and more Bad Omens coming in. 0 Spirit on both sides, because stealing from 0 just doesn't do all that much anymore. We have Storm Elmina getting stunned as well, so let's see if she will get another turn, because at this point, yeah, it just seems like a question of time. We have 26 reinforcements on the left, Bad Omens for days, and another Ragnarok will make more of them. Yes, now we are at 29 Bad Omens. Dark Michaela now really low on HP, still 495 Tanyans away from getting her turn, or rather actually dead at this point. Now it's just Storm Elmina, which means the next Supreme Stun will be for her. Not now though, but very soon. Now we are at 30 Wing Jades in the reinforcements, 3 on the battlefield, that makes 33 in total, and 1 level 100 Odin here. Continuing to go for the eyes here and getting stunned. No more, we have now 37 Wing Jades. They need to get a little Spirit for Odin to come in actually. But yeah, I mean, even the very weak or weaker stun from the Wing Jades is enough to keep Storm Elmina busy here, who finally gets off a stealth impact and heals back some HP, so that is great. However, now I think we will see the Supreme Stun. Yes, and this should be it now, honestly. 500 time units on Storm Elmina, 34 Wing Jades in the reinforcements. We will see a Ragnarok now from Odin. Another stun here against Storm Elmina. Now, Storm Elmina under 50% HP. Just a lot of Wing Jades. Another revival. Now we are at 40 Wing Jades in the battle right now. And this is only counting the ones that are in the battle right now. which in total we might have already seen 100. I mean, somebody who has some time at their hands could probably count this, because honestly, so many being sacrificed here by Odin for her Gungnir skill. But despite all that, that's just getting more and more, of course, because I mean Gungnir just produces few new ones as well. And now we are close to the finish. Storm Elmina really low HP. We do get to see her come into battle again, do a Time Blaster and finish off Storm Elm. Well, this was quite something. In the end we had 44 Winged Shades here. This battle was crazy and really showed you how big the kind of power creep is we have seen recently, that this kind of one level 100 Odin taking out this guard of strong units from the previous years is even possible. And this is also why it seems a bit odd that there was no limitation on the Winged Shades number placed whatsoever. And I do need to stress again, this is a level 100 Odin. We're not even talking about level 200 here, where she really puts out some power. To be fair, if it was a level 200 Odin, we would have seen much less Winged Shades here, because it would have been much faster in terms of taking out all these other older units. Anyways, thanks to Fenrir aka Barrix for sending me this footage. Hope you had some fun watching this crazy battle unfold alongside with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to become a true carrot, and as always, thanks for watching.